China has vowed to help Equatorial Guinea to diversify their economy. According to reports, China has pledged to support Equatorial Guinea to diversify its economy away from a heavy reliance on oil and gas, which accounts for 80% of total exports, as the two countries elevate bilateral ties to a comprehensive strategic partnership of cooperation. China's President Xi Jinping said, quote, China supports the economic and social development of Equatorial Guinea and its efforts to promote economic diversification and industrialization. In return, Equatorial Guinea has promised to improve the business environment for Chinese companies in the country. This conversation happened while Equatorial Guinea President Obiang visited China's president in China. Watch this clip, we'll come back and discuss.
Equatorial Guinea President Teodoro Obiang Nguema arrived in Beijing Monday for a state visit to China. After holding talks with his host Xi Jinping, the two leaders announced the elevation of bilateral ties to a comprehensive strategic partnership of cooperation on Tuesday. The visit is President Nguema's 11th to China. From Beijing, Nguema will visit Shandong Province, one of China's manufacturing powerhouses. Oil-rich Equatorial Guinea is keen to diversify its economy to reduce dependence on hydrocarbons.
Lots of promises have been exchanged between these two leaders. By the way, this is not the first visit of the president of Equatorial Guinea to China. I believe this is his 11th visit, and the number is not that high considering he's been in power for 30 plus years. We're talking about the world's longest serving president, Teodoro Obiang. He is the president of Equatorial Guinea. We've talked about his son a lot because he's the vice president, and he's known as the Playboy vice president because he buys mansions all over the world, yachts. He has a memorabilia of Michael Jackson's gloves. He just spends a lot of money. And he's the vice president of an oil-rich country, which is Equatorial Guinea, with a population of just 1.4 million people. And majority of the people live under the poverty line. Unfortunately, this president has been in that position for 43 years, but was not able to change his people's circumstance, even though they are oil rich. It's really sad. So they're saying that he won with 95% votes. 95, just imagine that. The same president that was in that position for 43 years, actually the world's longest serving president, in the whole entire world, he's the longest. And with that small population, for him to not be able to change their circumstance, even though they're supposed to be a rich country because of their oil, is just mind-boggling. And honestly, I don't understand it. Even if you try, like you have to, I feel like, and this is my opinion, you have to work really hard not to develop that country for that country to be where it is right now. Like work hard against it. Not necessarily work as the president to improve it, but like you have to work against it for it not to succeed, because how are you that rich when it comes to the natural resources that God has given you? And in the same sentence, we're gonna say that the people are not well off. They are struggling. How is this even possible? Anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about the relationship between China and Equatorial Guinea and the promises they have made to each other. It's not a small promise. Equatorial Guinea said that they promised to improve the business environment for Chinese companies in the country, which basically is prioritizing the Chinese companies and allowing them to get deals and contracts that others are not going to get. Let us know down below what your thoughts are about this. I am Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next